But I believe every young guy needs to go through a terrible financial time in their life. The sooner the better. Because you asked me about growth, but we will never grow unless something triggers that growth.
So before we kick off into like the meat of it, is there any other like opening remarks you want to make?
No, I think I'm grateful to also just have a chat from my side as well. It's quite different to being on this on this side, always doing the interviews and my pieces of information and stuff that I share. So it's interesting and to be on this side as well. And my whole journey started probably about 10 years now ago in sense of growing. I mean, I've been in entrepreneurship and I've been having my practice for almost serving small business owners for almost 2 decades now. And I'm very grateful for that. But during that time, learned a lot from them, being able to obviously give back to them, but also made a lot of mistakes and still do. I mean, I think that's the lesson for all of us. Nobody out there that do stuff like this. We are all just human after all. Like politicians would say, we're all just human after all. So we all make mistakes. I think it's the perspective of how you want to use your failure or your, I don't like the word failure, but
your lesson.
Let's call it but how you see your failure as a lesson and an opportunity to grow, and as an opportunity during this time as well. I think COVID-19 is a good conversation as well, because I think a lot of us needed COVID-19. We needed COVID-19 to actually grow inside. I mean, I say that a lot, but the bigger our inside grow, the better our outer world will reflect.
100%.
We always expand from the inside out. The biggest thing for any entrepreneur, and so especially South African men, I can say it because I'm one of those as well. I came from
those guys. Hey, South African.
I come from the big ego and arrogance side of it. I've been made a lot of money previously in my life through some businesses, and I thought everything I touch can turn into gold. I've been very arrogant and all kinds of things. In my book, I actually write about that.
Thank you for watching. Just a quick reminder to grab your gift pack for entrepreneurs in the link below. It's a gift pack for entrepreneurs to the value of 57,000 Rand, free of charge. All you need to do is activate it. Part of that gift pack for entrepreneurs is a voucher of 3 months for 3 months free accounting services from a company, Dryk Holdings. All you need to do is activate the gift pack voucher in the link below, and we will be in contact with you as soon as you've done that. Thank you for watching, and back to the interview.
I believe every young man, and I'm just speaking for guys because I can feel the emotions of guys, but I believe every young guy needs to go through a terrible financial time in their life. The sooner the better. Because you asked me about growth, but we will never grow unless something triggers that growth.
A deep emotional.
Exactly. You won't just one morning wake up and Jasper, I want to grow now. So we all need that. I had 2 wake-up calls in my life. In 2010, me and that time my partner, we had quite a big finance business, and through the
recession,
when it crashed, the actual business also basically just stopped there, and then it was about 20 billion Rand worth of investments.
20 million?
20 billion.
With a B.
Sorry, million, sorry, 20 million.
Okay.
I wish. Well, luckily it was only 20 million. But, and we went through a massive crash, and before that I was pretty arrogant. I like I said, I thought I can turn anything into gold.
Midas touch.
Exactly. And then that really shook me, took me to very dark places. Going through that, obviously I played victim because I blamed partner, I blamed a lot of people around that, in place of actually taking absolute personal responsibility for my side of everything. My side of not putting in boundaries, putting up boundaries. So I can point out so many things, but that phase in my life forces me to grow tremendously. So that was my very first experience with failure, but there was a lot of opportunities came out from there, and one was my personal growth. And then I met with another partner I'm still with at Lead Optimizers, and been going for about, well, if I quickly need to guess, about 6-7 years now. Probably, I think 7 years. And we initially started just with a BE website that we started, a niche market website, and one morning we woke up and we got like 1,000, in average over a month, 1,200 leads per month.
Wow.
That we got. So it's like
all of a sudden, it's a lot.
Yeah, and from there it progressed into other similar things, and we started doing it for other clients as well. And before I knew it, and I was in the meantime also got involved in a martial arts gym. I was 50% owner of that as well. So it was just all over the place, and I got myself into a place of burnout in probably, I think it was middle 2017.
Oh.
And I was always into the work of Robin Sharma.
Okay.
And then after that burnout, because that was pretty much my second, let's call it failure lesson, and that forced me to really dive into my personal development, into how I manage my time and everything. And we can potentially look at a few of those kind of habits that I've started doing as well, a bit later now. But one of the things that one of my friends actually taught me was the pareto law, to start not just in your business, but in your personal life as well, in overall, because these two things are really just interlinked into each other.
Yeah, especially for entrepreneurs or businesses, you can't split it.
You can't really split it. Yeah. So I've done a very hardcore audit on myself in totality on the pareto law, and I've at that stage sold a portion of my practice.
The pareto law is, just maybe explain, it's the 80-20 rule.
That's right.
Otherwise known as the 80-20 rule, which means 20% of your activities are responsible or yield 80% of your results. So the 80% of what we keep ourselves busy with actually yield a very small portion of our results.
The big concept and principle out of that is that you focus on the things that really matter. And it's not just business, it's actually your personal life as well. So go audit your friends. Do you spend time with friends that...
And these are all things you did?
All things I've done. And it was hardcore because there's a lot of, obviously there's clients, there's people that I fired a lot of clients.
Fired clients?
I fired clients.
Paying clients?
Paying clients. And
that's the opposite of business work.
but the beauty of that was, and that's how energy feels and works.
It's a brave thing to do.
If you start doing that and you just focus on the good paying clients, the positive clients, the guys that you actually work for and that pay you on time, you deliver obviously on time, then you start attracting those specific kind of clients. But you can't get that if you only focus, if you're still in the mix of toxic clients and positive clients, in the same with your personal life. You can't get influential friends when you're still stuck with toxic friends. Well, I think that the hard facts are, if you want to grow, it will always be uncomfortable. You can't get.
I agree with
there's no, and that's why a lot of people don't grow. That's why only 5% really rise to the occasion and actually grow and be successful, and whatever success means to you, because that's also a very universal word. It's like the word normal.
So you're saying success is a universal word, like the word normal. So success can be different for you the same way normal can be different for you.
Exactly.
That's very cool. Yeah.
My perspective of something, and my right for something, it might not be the same right for you. But it doesn't make either of us wrong. It just is my perspective at a certain growth stage in my life. And we all react on our current level of maturity and level of growth and awareness. I think that's a good, and not to bring religion into this conversation, but
it's welcome. I'm okay.
We both are believers of God. So but my way of seeing God, it's not the way you see God, but that doesn't make me wrong. It just makes me how I relate to God. So it's the same thing with your business and with your personal growth. So I think for a great way to start is to understand that you just mentioned ego, and that's a big thing because understand that the most people doesn't wake up this morning and want to really be nasty to you. They don't wake up this morning and say, I want to be terrible to Jasper today. It comes from their perspective and their awareness and how they react to you. The best way to in my opinion, is to start journaling. I know you journal as well, but to start journaling and because it's one thing to have everything in your head, but to actually put stuff on paper, it's actually you almost revise your thoughts, so that you can actually start seeing your thoughts and start getting into a kind of a structured kind of way. So celebrate your wins every morning. Your gratitude. That's a good way to start growth. Is by grateful for what you already have.
That's something that I've also implemented. That's awesome.
Yes. Do like three items. I used to state that I love my coffee in the morning, but now I can't enjoy that anymore.
Just do it, yes. Just have the coffee.
It still smells nice. So, but to get to the growth portion, once you get to the portion, the state of being able and be open to grow, because that, I mean, you need to be open to grow, and that
100%.
Don't just happen. So, one of the things are a lot of people assume that they will grow. So
with age,
just merely by doing whatever you do every day, that you will grow. You will potentially, I mean,
you learn a few things.
Growth, you might learn a few things, but it's that deliberate daily practice of growing. It might be reading books, it might be having a weekly coffee with or something with a mentor. Just to keep challenging your perspective, because the only way you can grow is by perspective. There's a beautiful book called Flow by Michichai or something like that. It's like this kind of word, but the book Flow.
Flow.
So, and which is quite interesting. I mean, like, you know, I used to be a martial arts instructor. I still do martial arts, but only jiu-jitsu currently. But if you imagine like a graph, like a block like this, and you have a graph straight from the bottom to the top there, and you imagine your comfort zone in the bottom, and you're out of your comfort zone, your uncomfortable zone on the top.
So comfort, discomfort.
Comfort, discomfort, and here's your line. So that's a big thing I took from that book. So and I can apply it. I could see it in martial arts as well. You can't put a student through too much and give him too much pressure. You just need to be above this line, so just above his comfort zone, but not too far into the discomfort, because then he falls away and get discouraged. But you can't also then, you must keep him just top of that line, and as the line goes up, obviously keep making advancing, more advancing and advanced growth, and also keep the bottom of the line as well. So all of a sudden, what was difficult today will be easy tomorrow. And I think that's the biggest thing that for growth is everything that's difficult today will be easy tomorrow, and everything that's easy today was difficult yesterday.